And we are live. Welcome everyone to Battle of the Americas number 13. I'm Light VIP. With me is the one and only Milkncookiesss.
Hola, mi amigos.
God damn it.
¿Cómo está?
Yep. You know, unfortunately, Yoda Slim, he couldn't make it this week, so I have our resident Latin American, Korean, caster here. Yeah, Milk. What's up, man? How you been?
¿Cómo está, mi amor? I'm sorry.
God damn it. You're just on loop. That's all you're gonna say for the rest of the day. God damn it.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna, keep it up, in the top right corner of the map are blue Protoss player playing for team
It's right there.
Alpha X? I think it's Alpha X, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that bird thingy looks familiar. It is Dastan. Dastan?
Dastan.
Dastan? Does he stand for anyone?
He stands for Alpha X. And in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Peruvian Terran representing New Angels. It is Shellbee.
Isn't that a car?
The Shellbee?
Yeah, Shellbee.
Is
it like a Ford?
Maybe.
Ford Shellbee.
I know literally nothing about cars.
There's a Ford Mustang Shellbee.
Ah, there you go. Bearing in mind that
I was thinking like that Lindsay Lohan movie, but I think that's something else.
Also,
the car's name.
This probe just killed an SCV, by the way.
Hatch Protoss, man. I'm telling.
Oh god. So.
Hatch Protoss, man.
Oh my god, it's gonna get another one.
Listen, probes are really good if the right person knows how to use it. I'm afraid this probe isn't going back home, even though they should have been for a really long time.
Yeah.
Because that Reaper is about to come out, and this probe is trying to dance around. Like,
oh, he's trying to hide. Oh, he doesn't see it. What a god. What a god. The probe went out towards the ramp, and then it like looped around when there was no vision. Oh, he's going in for the work. He's going in.
Gets him. I'm going to be so upset. Oh, okay. Marine's out.
There's a Marine.
That probe's dead. Please? Please?
It's dead.
All right. So both players are even now. The Reaper is trying to scout, but that's a.
Oh no!
What? No. That was so good. Denied any kind of scouting. Blocked that Reaper, so he couldn't jump out.
Wow.
You know what he did? He essentially shift clicked. Like to go in and out, but
yeah,
that was there.
It body blocked, like it like bugged out, and they couldn't escape. Wow.
Like, do I know you? And then the Reaper's like, yeah, I'm the Reaper. It's like, sorry, you can't go. It's like, well, I have an ID. It's like, nah, can't go.
Oh god. And yeah, it looks like his build was a little bit off, especially because of the racks was a little bit delayed as well. Like it wasn't as smooth of a switch there. Yeah.
Yo. Stalker, some stalker pressure. Yep, Stalker's just gonna walk on right by a single Marine in a bunkers. Protoss players got no fear, man. They could just do whatever they want.
No fear. Look at that. There are like Hellions, but what are Hellions gonna do against a Stalker and an Adept? Like, they just kind of tickle them, really, like.
Yeah, nothing was gonna happen. It was gonna be a 4 Hellion drop, based on what I'm seeing right now, but generally those only really work when it's like a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a no-go. Stalker's dead, which is a good thing. I don't dead Stalker for 2 SCVs.
Yeah, and to be fair, the Adept hasn't spotted Dastan doesn't have any vision of the starport, so he could theorize that this is coming, like the 4 Hellion drop. It looks like, oh, a Widowmine drop actually. He's switching things up. Okay.
That's gonna be fun. Hellions in the front, Widowmines in the back.
Yeah.
Let's see how much damage this is gonna do. It looks like the front of the stand's base is securely walled, can just like drop something. Oh, that's a nice nice,
he should have seen that.
The warp prism.
Yeah, he definitely. Oh, and he spotted it. So he, for a moment there, he decided to go back, and then he committed to going out with the Widowmines. But he is aware that the warp prism is on the way to his base, and he should be setting up at home for it. Yeah, there are Marines here, like trying to chill.
2 Marines, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we do have the Widowmine drop that could go in. Blink isn't done yet, so it's going to be a little bit hard for defense. There are no stalkers in position either, so he could dive in with this. Meanwhile, yeah, we have the warp prism just kind of chilling here as well.
So Blink Stalker play from the stand. Widowmine's being dropped. They're not going to do any kind of damage. Maybe 1 probe, 2 probe, 3 probes, 3 probes, but not really worth it. Should take the Widowmines back home, but I don't know. I think those were the Hellions that just ran by, and they didn't really do any damage. Siege tank nicely set up at the back.
Oh, there's a Raven as well. Yeah, he could interference matrix the. Oh, never mind. But he could have.
He could have.
Yeah.
Could have interference matrix when there would be a warp in. That would be a sweet play.
Yeah, that would have been sick. Meanwhile, oh, he does manage to get out with 1 Widowmine as well. But oh, is he gonna get caught out by the stalkers? No, it's fine. It's all good.
Neither of them paying attention.
Yep. Oh no!
Oh, just kidding.
Ah, wow. Dastan, he was playing us. He was like, yo, they're gonna think that I'm not paying attention. Well, really, he was paying all the attention. He was ready for it. So far, it feels like Dastan, he's been pretty good so far, but like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like he's that far ahead. Right? Like, the worker counts are pretty even. I mean, Dastan, he does have his 3rd up and running, which is probably the big thing.
He does have his 3rd up and running. It's not much tech. There's a Robo Bay that just went down. So possibly Colossus or Disruptors. With the charge lots coming in, a lot more Z-lots being added. I'm gonna guess Colossus, because Disruptors with charge lots.
Yeah, it's not.
Isn't that great?
It's not ideal.
Shellbee is setting up just in case Warp Prism does come back in.
But he has vision.
Sweet Observer vision is always great, and Blink's just coming in, killing a good amount of SCVs.
Yeah.
8 at least. 8. And this is making Shellbee just
and the recoil. Wow. He doesn't lose anything for that.
Sick plays from our blue Protoss player, Stan. Such epic games.
Just clap.
I'm excited, man.
Oh my god.
Blink micro.
And if you didn't notice, like, they were kind of like trash talking or bantering a little bit. They know each other pretty well. Dastan, of course, the Chilean player, and Shellbee, the Peruvian. They've played many times, and they are. I assume they're decent friends. I don't know. But they've definitely played each other a bunch.
I'm a little worried about Shellbee because there hasn't been much medevac production at all, and
the Raven.
Raven just totally got destroyed. A scanned up head sees a bunch of charge lots, and that is nothing. That is not what you want to walk into, or especially siege your tanks on top of.
Yeah.
It's a lot of marauders. These bio units are pretty. These medevacs are just
they're too late.
Flying around.
Yeah.
They took the wrong, turn, and the GPS didn't correct them. So that's a bit of a problem. And the stands just can't push, honestly. They can just keep going forward. They have a good economy. 4th base is going up at that rich Vespian base. Colossus are being made, and I don't know. This is just a solid attack from Dastan right now. That was a good Widowmine. I'll give it that.
Yeah, there was some pretty good Widowmine hits on the Zealots, so he was able to push this back. But like, I feel like, you know, moving on in this game, you know, we already have like a Colossus, there's another one in production. There are, of all things, 3 Ghosts on the way. So Ghosts will help against the Gateway army, but against Colossus, like, he's gonna need more than that.
Yeah, he needs either Vikings or, personally, I like Liberators, but Vikings are safer. The Ghosts, I think, I want to say he was expecting Templars, like, at first, but guess, I mean, that's the problem with TVP is like you have to gamble which one they're going first.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
If you choose wrong, then sure, like the unit you choose does help a bit, but it's not like exactly what we want.
I do like that he did micro back his Widowmines after they shot their first shots, which is kind of cute. You don't see that too often, and they do end up recharging. So he does have a lot of Widowmines with this. So the Zealots should be taken care of, but it's just the Colossus that I'm worried about.
Colossus, if there's nothing to reach them, they'll probably just have free reign. But Shellbee does have a good amount of Marauders, so if Shellbee wants to be super aggressive and just go in 2-shot the Colossus and just bounce right out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Zealots.
So that's a lot of Zealots. Behind this, we finally do have High Templar. Storm is on the way. You know, Dastan, he has his 4th up and running already, getting his upgrades, and to be fair, this army isn't too big from Dastan.
Yeah, but with the reinforcements, I think this is doable for Dastan. The Colossus, there's 3 Colossus, they haven't been touched at all. The Zealots took majority of the Widowmine shots in the earlier fight. A lot of the bio is pretty low. Medevacs have no energy. And if these Zealots just connect with the bio and the Widowmines target the Zealots, that's an army that's pretty much dead, in my opinion.
Yeah. Finally, we do have a couple of Vikings. Oh, but already one of them gets sniped. And behind this, Dastan, he's getting a 5th. Jesus Christ.
This guy knows how to play StarCraft.
I would hope so.
I'm just saying. Always getting further ahead.
I mean, you know, Shellbee, he does have his 4th made. It isn't an orbital quite yet. He may want to turn that into a planetary once it lands, but he just hasn't had the opportunity to land it. You could argue that maybe he should, you know, land it over to the north and fly it over there instead, because there's just the army pressuring here, but yeah, he just hasn't had the time, and I don't know if he's going to survive this push. There are a lot of Immortals here, but there are a lot of EMPs.
I don't think Shellbee is paying attention. He's just started clicking his army now.
Oof.
That Dastan's army got real close before anything. Honestly, for that command center, I feel like Shellbee should just make it into an orbital. Just use extra mules or.
Oh, he forces a recall. And half his army is left behind, so he's going to be able to get a couple of Colossus. Wow.
Colossus, and I think an Archon as well was taken out, but at this point in the game, I don't think Dastan really cares.
I mean, he lost 17 workers to that drop. You know, this is a pretty nice move from Shellbee, and we can see he is starting to get back into the supply, like into the lead with the supply with his army. But he needs to get his 4th up and running, which he's trying to do, but it's already being harassed.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Should have tried to like secure that a bit better. I think this command center is going to go down.
Yeah.
Once they saw the recall, I think should have moved it to the bottom base.
Exactly. Yeah. Like there was no need for it to go up here. Because the only reason. Oh.
Just kidding.
God damn it. But he does have a lot of Vikings, and all the Colossus are getting sniped.
Yeah, it's true. All the Colossus are getting sniped, but I think Dastan is just changing it up, going for a lot more Archons now and Disruptors. I think going more heavily in.
Oh, the
there goes all the Archons.
Yeah, they all got EMP'd. Like his army is getting caught out of position. Oh, but one single. No, all the Widowmines.
Ooh, that was a good. Well, there is a still good amount of bio. These Medevacs have no energy though, so that might be a problem. And hopefully. Yeah, Medevacs.
Everything.
Oh, just kidding. They're all gone. I thought there was a chance, but you know. Never mind.
Yeah, it was close, and they all picked up, but with the blink, the Stalkers were able to snipe everything off, and a lot of it kind of came down to that disruptor shot. Every single Widowmine went down without firing a single shot. That was insane. And with that, Shellbee, he's kind of on the back foot again. You know, he's making more Vikings, which is a little bit of a mistake. There are no more Colossus. Oh, but the disruptor does get picked off.
Dastan has Storm, right?
Yes, he does.
Storm, right? Okay, that's what I thought. I'm just kind of curious why he's going for disruptors and not Storm, or get both. It's interesting to me. Looks like they have the money for it, so it's like, why not get both?
Yeah, like he's turning all his High Templar into Archons instead of saving up energy for Storm, which is a little bit odd, to say the least.
I think having Storm and Disruptors at the same time is like super scary, because you gotta split for both, and a Terran army that's not shooting is pretty much dying, I would say.
Decent Widowmine hits, but again, there's not really any follow-up, so the shields will recharge. Behind this, again, Dastan, he's still on 5 bases. I would like to see a couple more drops coming out from Shellbee, and it looks like we will finally see. Oh my god, that army is so weak. Jesus Christ.
That army needs to like take a timeout real quick.
Jesus, they need to like take a breath, you know, like they're about to fall over and die.
One stim is gonna kill that army.
Oh yeah.
Few probes go down, and the recall is being forced, but one medevac goes down, second medevac goes down. Those medevacs are both full of units, so that was not worth it at all.
Yo, he's still making Vikings. I don't know, mate. I don't fully understand the reasoning for it.
I think that's just a mistake, honestly.
Yeah,
he's making Vikings instead of medevacs, and that's a problem. You shouldn't have too many medevacs in this matchup as well, but right now I think medevacs are more important than Vikings.
Yeah. Like right now he only has 1 and it's out of energy, and oh my god, the army for Shellbee is nowhere near. It can't compete at all, and there it is.
Yeah. I like that he scanned that army and then decided to go in.
I got
like,
this. Hold on a minute. Yeah.
That was interesting. But you know, you do you, man. You do you. Whatever makes you stronger, I guess.
Jesus Christ. I mean Shellbee, like it wasn't by any means one-sided. I feel like for a good portion of that, Dastan was in control, but then, you know, there was the drop that happened and a bunch of the high-tech units were picked off. Shellbee was making good moves, but again, there were just these little things, right? Like when the army recalled, even though the army wasn't in the lower right-hand area anymore, he still took his first fourth to the north, which, you know, he ended up losing, right? And yeah, there were just these little things continuing to produce Vikings as well, like just a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't know, it's like, I feel like all his medevacs were always constantly low on energy, and so and the constant stim usage like really hurt the bio army when they got into engagements and all that.
Yeah.
So that could have been like another factor as well. And I don't know, Dastan just played pretty well, kept putting up the pressure.
Yeah.
Always pressure coming from Dastan. Like you said, there was a chance that Shellbee had, of course, but I feel like Dastan was just in a overall. My Chinglish is coming out. I'm sorry. Overall. Anyways, here on Nightshade LE, we have the Blue Protoss player playing for Team Alpha X. It is Dastan
from Chile. And in the bottom right-hand corner of Nightshade LE, we have the Peruvian Terran representing New Angels. It is Shellbee. The TL logo.
Does Dastan mean anything?
I don't believe so.
Is that SCV gonna get another kill? Please tell me it's gonna get another kill.
I mean, it's trying. It's trying. A second SCV is pulled, so maybe this time Shellbee is able to save it. Yo, Dastan, he's been really annoying with with his opening probe.
Hucking probes, man. I think pro top players should abuse the hucking probe a lot more.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Yo, he's diving back in. He wants that. He wants that SCV.
He's gonna get that command center building SCV, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think he wins that fight.
Yeah, he would have won that fight, 100%. Hey, you need some confidence.
Worried about the Reaper.
I guess.
He's coming back. Round 3.
Yo, he is
Wait,
coming back.
Another probe on the map?
Yeah.
Que bonito Zerling. What does that mean?
What a nice Zergling. I think he's calling the probe the Zergling because it's being so annoying. Meanwhile, as we were pointing out, there is a hidden probe over here to the south near the third base. Oh, and this time the Reaper does spot that probe, and you know he's probably thinking,
a proxy.
What are we gonna see? Stargate?
It's a Stargate.
Yeah, it's a Stargate.
I'm 80% sure it's a Stargate, and then like 10% sure it's a Robo, and then 5% sure it's
there it is.
Gateways. But yeah, Stargate.
Meanwhile, we have the Reaper over here, and the Adept isn't here, so maybe this is a tell. He will be able to spot both of the gases being taken, as well as the fact that there's only two pylons here. So if he counts his pylons, then maybe he can theorize that there is something out on the map. Got taken out.
Was he able to see the whole base? Because I don't think he saw the whole base.
No, he didn't see the right hand side.
Did he see the wall? The wall?
Yeah. He only saw the. He didn't see the Cybernetic score. He only saw the gateway.
Okay. So okay. I mean, okay. Okay. Two Hellions and seeing 2 Hellions coming out. Still, I think going for the Hellion Little Mine drop again is probably Shellbee is, but this Oracle's gonna come out and there's nothing.
There's no anti-air
at all.
Yeah.
There's no anti-air. There's a Reaper coming out for some reason, but
yeah, there's
only
a second Reaper.
The Hellion's moving out, and they do see the proxy Stargate, but an Oracle's already out. Gonna go in, get some SEV kills. One, 2, 3. 3 is not bad. But I think a second Oracle will come out very soon. I don't think those Hellions are going to be able to kill that starport, and he just left it, so maybe even more units can come out.
Yeah, it looks like he's pushing across the map, and Dastan, he is responding accordingly. He's throwing down a bunch of shield batteries to try and defend, but oh my god, there's nothing here. Oh, a Viking though. That will definitely help.
Does come out to deflect, but that means no.
Oh, he gets through! But, my god!
That's a good grenade.
Yeah. I love it when Terrans do that. It's so flashy, and he does get into the natural, and he goes blow for blow with worker kills.
9 probes. They're both on even worker supply, which is interesting. Shellbee being careful about any other oracles that might be coming out, and still worrying about the oracles that are already out, burrowing their mines in the mineral line.
Oh, the Viking is a little bit out of position. It's looking for
them.
On
the hunt.
Yeah.
It's on the hunt. Depths going in.
Yo, these Adepts could deal a bunch of. Oh, the friendly fire. Okay, never mind. It's oh god, no. Okay. I'm getting milk flashbacks of 2v2s.
You just need a micro, just like Shellbee.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Jesus Christ. Has to be so careful with that. The medevac's gonna be
spotted.
Going
out, but literally look right in front of the Oracles. Oracle's like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Do you think if he's fast enough, and if Dastan isn't paying attention, he can like borrow the mines and then get the Oracles?
Probably. But you think he's fast enough?
I don't know. We'll see. What is happening right now? There's Stalkers here as well. No, he commits.
Did it? One burrowed?
Oh,
that was 10? Hello?
Wow.
Wow, that was disgusting. Oh, and the... Excuse me, that Viking did work as well? Hello?
Yeah, the Viking did work as well at the same time. That's why the Viking headed across the map. Oh my god.
Did that Viking get?
Finally the Widowmine.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, I'm ready. I'm not ready. Put me in.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Shrine going down for Dastan. That's gonna be fun, but I don't know how effective that's gonna be. Shellbee has a missile turret in the natural, but not in the main. So.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult, especially because there's no. Oh, never mind. There is a War Prism on the way, so that will help him bypass the natural and get the DTs right into the main base. And we'll see, because there isn't too much ground army here at all for Shellbee, so these Stalkers could do some damage, but there are tanks out.
Beam it! Beam it! Wow, is he really trying? Okay.
Yeah, he was trying.
I feel like after 2 you should leave.
Yeah, yeah. After as soon as the tank, as soon as you see the tank shells, it's like, oh, I'm out. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I feel like Shellbee hasn't. I want to say it feels like they don't really have an army, a ground army, but they have more supply.
Yeah,
they have an army.
They have an army. It's a little bit, it's a little bit bare bones. There are a lot of Ravens, there are a lot of Widowmines as well, but yeah, right now like both armies are kind of bare bones. It looks like he will finally be getting his 3rd base, and he will be taking out that proxy. Meanwhile, though, DTs are here.
DTs. How much damage do you think those DTs are going to do?
I mean, there is a Raven, so that does help with the defense, but it all depends on the positioning, because if he moves too much back, then these Stalkers could deal some damage.
The War Prism is going in, bypassing the missile turrets. There isn't any detection anywhere in the main.
Oh, God.
That's alright. And a recall. Oh, wait, can you defense matrix that?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we need Fear Dragon with the 99% useless facts to get on that.
Is that a useless fact though? That seems pretty useful.
99%. Okay, there's that one chance, but no, yeah. Can you interference matrix like a recalling unit? I don't know.
So. Probably, because the Nexus is casting the spell, not the actual unit, right?
But does the unit still recall, and then it just ends up interference matrix in the main base, or does it stay where it is?
No, it probably gives interference matrix back to the main. Finally cleaning up the starport. I feel like 6 oracles could have already been made from the starport, and like, just like kept going into the main. Is that a War Prism that just died? Yeah,
War Prism just died to the missile turret, but the DTs did get out, but they're not going to get any damage done, and no, it shouldn't finish.
It's fine. They were dead anyways. Might as well. I feel like is Dastan's army just like everywhere? Because I feel like there's like nothing.
Yeah,
Shellbee is pushing out, and that's a pretty decent sized army.
Yeah, there's just not much here. Like, I feel like Dastan was spending a lot of money like teching up, and oh my god, he's so oversaturated here at his 3rd base. He's just been droning. Like, geez, 30 workers. That's where all his money's been going. Jesus Christ.
2 Ravens, bunch of bio with a couple tanks. I feel like if something gets nacho cheese, it's good. Oh, that's a good store. One more of those is probably gonna kill that whole army.
Oh my god, almost all the Widowmines go down.
Using the storm to get the Widowmines. It's pretty good. We'll see how well. Oh, one of the mines does hit the Oracle. Nacho cheese on the Zealots. The Zealots are gonna be super weak. Auto turrets are going down to help with the DPS, and I think this Shellbee has this. Yeah. GG is called.
Part of me feels like Dastan should have just pulled some of the boys. He had a lot to spare, at his 3rd base, like just to try and hold. But
part of me says Dastan should just play Zerg with 101 workers created. Goodness gracious.
Oh, apparently Dastan is streaming his POV.
Nice. With a delay, I hope.
I would hope so.
Can't be too careful these days.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I doubt that Shellbee was there watching, you know, especially because the DTs did a lot, you know, the Oracles got in as well. Like, there's a lot that that he could have taken advantage of if he was watching, tuning in.
Yes. What's our next map, Light?
Oh, yo, it's gonna be Everdream, one of the newer maps in the map pool. One of the more standard, which, you know, is quite nice. As opposed to the maps like Golden Wall or Purity and Industry. Yeah, it's pretty straight up.
This is like another Catalina.
No, it's not what is it? Catalyst?
What is it? Catalyst? Lee?
Yeah, Catalyst. Is it Catalyst?
What's the other one? Blue Shift?
Blue Shift. Yeah, Blue Shift is a rotated Catalyst, I think. Yeah.
All right. Well, here on Ever Catalyst Dream LE, we have the Blue Protoss player playing for Alpha X. It's all tied up. It is Dastan.
And in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the Peruvian Terran tying it up 1-1. Can he close it out? We have the Peruvian Terran representing New Angels. It is Shellbee.
So how many times are you gonna say Peruvian Terran?
He's the It's like Yaku when he says in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. Oh god, we have a proxy gateway
in the bottom left-hand corner.
In the bottom left-hand corner. Oh my god, and we have the probe once again being annoying. Will he be able to get an SCV this time? The SCV is pretty low, maybe.
I don't even think getting the SCV matters. It's just delaying that barracks right at this point.
Yeah, exactly. He's diving back in.
There's a second gate going down, but I think it's in the main.
Yeah.
And
Tis.
So 2 gates, 1 gate in the front position for some reason, which I'm assuming a zealot is gonna come out.
I assume so as well. It's a bit weird. There's no cyber core, there's no warp gate or anything like that. Oh, there we go. Cyber core is finally being thrown down. Oh, is that out of position?
No, that's not.
No? Okay. Oh, is he gonna get the SCV? Is he gonna get the SCV? Is he gonna get it? He's gonna get it.
Ole! Arriba!
You almost got it.
Right. Is that the right saying?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You know, we got the guy like messing with the bull, trying to juke and jive. Meanwhile, it looks like we have the Reaper hunting for that probe, and it may find it. Oh, it finds it.
Oh, not today. Bye, probe.
But
the Reaper is going across the map, but I feel it looks like Dastan is pulling 2 zealots. Stalker's about to come out now. This is actually pretty genius, figuring that Shellbee does play the same build.
Oh, he got the SCV as well.
He got the SCV. He's delaying the bunker that's supposed to be protecting him. Killed the SCV that was building the command center.
He's gonna make the Reaper as well.
In the main to help defend against the Reaper, which was genius. Is it gonna kill it?
It gets.
Oh, so close, so far. And now it's Dastan is just in the main, just at the wall, just deciding, hey, what's up?
Well,
Can't do anything about this.
There is a wind mine on the way, which I do like, but it is still a ways away. The Marines aren't really going to be able to do much to stop this. And
please grenade the zealots in. What? Did they just slide down the ramp?
I think it looked like they bugged out a little bit on the ramp. So the wood mine is out, so we shouldn't be too afraid of the zealots coming up the ramp. He should be fine, but he's forced to cancel, and he's only just now remaking it.
Yeah, that cancel should happen a lot earlier, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you knew that you wouldn't be able to push down the ramp anytime soon, should have cancelled it, started remaking the CC ASAP. Ah, the Reaper gets taken out.
Robo facility is going down. Warp gate is done. I'm gonna guess Warp Prism and Observer are gonna be coming out. Just give that high ground vision. Dastan's probably just wanting to put on more pressure eventually, but I guess they're deciding that making them cancel the CC is good enough, so they're just going back home.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good opener from Dastan. You know, he already has his natural up and running, all these workers as well, has a robo, is working on an observer, which depending on where it goes, which right now it's rallied across the map, which isn't ideal, especially because there are banshees on the way.
Nice. That poor zealot tried.
Poor zealot. Oh, I like that he's still utilizing this this War Prism. We'll see if these adepts can do much. They should be able to shave off a couple of Marines, but instead just going for a scout, looking to get in. Oh, if he gets into the main. Alright, does get the wall up.
But gets that Widow Mine. It's a good pick off, you know,
Yeah.
just a little something.
pretty
Could
good.
fight some of these Marines, get like maybe 2 of them at least, or just run out, which is good, keeping those adepts alive. Except until they run into the Widow Mine, you know.
But
That's
he gets
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
it's alright.
2 Widow Mines for 1 adept.
Oh, and he gets in, and he gets a scout off.
Uh-oh. Banshee is going into Dastan's main as well. Cloaked. How many probes are they going to get? 2? At least 3?
At least 3 more should be going down as well. So far, no vision. There is an observer on the way from the robotics bay, the robotics facility even. But yeah, there's no detection. He could even focus down the sentries if he wanted to.
Servers out. 9 probes, 10 probes for a Banshee, which is pretty good. And then a second Banshee is on the way, possibly. First gonna kill off the gateway and then head over. It seems like.
Oh wow. Disruptors. Okay, sure.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that Banshee put them in a relatively similar worker supply. Not gonna lie. Shellbee has a chance to catch up if Shellbee wanted to make SCVs. You know, just saying. But you know, making Marines is good.
Yeah, definitely. Like this is pretty good from Shellbee. He was able to bring it back. He able to, like killing up to have a pause, which is all good. You know, maybe some Uber Eats coming in. I don't know.
Dude, I can go for some Uber Eats.
Of course you can. Fucking hell. What are you on about? You can just walk down the road for food.
It's true. Which is weird because I had ramen for lunch. I'm kind of getting hungry again.
God damn it. But yeah, I like how Shellbee, he was able to bring it back, you know, especially with his Banshee. We'll see how this goes though, because it can still go either way. Dastan, he does have, you know, he is working on disruptors, and like good hits can kind of change everything.
It's true. And there's no stim from Shellbee just yet, just started. So it's going to be a little more difficult to micro the Marines and split them up if it gets to the point where the disruptors come and attack before stim is finished. It's going to be a pickle.
But yeah, I mean, so far, like it's really anyone's game. Like Dastan is ahead in workers, but again, mules are pretty good. You know, like Shellbee, his economy is not looking too bad. Stim is on the way as well. Marauders. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with the first round pick that we ended up going for.
Yeah, there's no Zerg. I'm glad too.
We did have a lot of Zergs yesterday. That is true.
Every game had a Zerg in it yesterday.
I'm okay with that. But since, you know, we have a little bit of downtime here, I did also pick this because the winner of this goes up against eggs. Oh, never mind. I mean,
I don't think that the force field should have happened.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate. It's game point and unfortunate. I think the lag spike just happened when Dastan was killing the tanks and the Marines got aggroed into the stalkers, and because of that, couldn't pull them back fast enough. Got force sealed in. Gonna lose all those Marines most likely, and yeah, big ripperoni.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I don't know if he's gonna end up yeah, I don't know if he's gonna end up coming back. We may have to remake and resume from replay, because yeah, like his entire army was essentially caught out, and that could have just ended the game, like that happening. So yeah, I guess we'll just remake.
What's the decision, ref?
Yeah.
Well, is there a time limit for them to come back?
15,
like 5 minutes or something?
15 minutes.
15, yeah. Okay. So if it's 15, then, we have to just chill for 15 minutes. Or something like that, but, shall we just go to a break? Or is Shellbee back already?
We'll see. So first, let's get this. Let's set this up. All right. So we need to recover game.
Pull up the rule book, ref. What's gonna happen now?
I'll get you in here. I'll get Dastan in here. I'll get Shellbee in here, and I'm gonna have to start the game 5 seconds before he lagged out. Do you think 5 seconds? 5, 6, 7, 8?
It depends, right? Like
it has to be before that engagement. I feel like because
that is that fair?
Well, yeah, because he lagged out, and
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
sure.
I don't think we can assume that he was there controlling and his internet didn't drop. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine with me. Well, yeah, is that engagement like pretty much decided the game right there? Losing all those Marines, that was a no-go.
Yeah, as well as the tank. I mean, just everything. No. So the way recover from replay works is that hidden behind the screen, it recovers from replay. Like it plays out the entire replay.
The siege tanks are attacking. The Marines are going in. Oh god, it's just the same thing as the last one. But the siege tank did get repositioned. More force fields blocking out those Marines from coming in. That siege tank is doing damage. All the sentries do go down, but that siege tank is going to go down as well. More Marines trying to come in to reinforce. Stalkers are just picking away at these Marines and Marauders one at a time. Disruptor shots going in. No split whatsoever. 2 Banshees coming in, doing damage at Dastan's main. No detection whatsoever. The observer is across the map. Dastan does have to retreat back home.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Banshees one-shot a probe?
Yeah, apparently they do.
Even with shield batteries? Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But yeah.
It's OP is what that is. 17 workers went down to just 2 Banshees, and the damage hasn't even stopped yet. More and more workers are going down. The Stalkers are a little bit out of position, and behind this, Shellbee is getting his 3rd down.
Yeah. Is it going to be orbital? Or is it planetary? It's going to be a planetary. Most likely a planetary. Man, that was a different outcome.
Yeah. I mean, what happened here at the front was pretty much the same. The tank went down, the Marines went down as well. They traded a little bit more efficiently, and something that obviously Shellbee wasn't able to do, since he timed out, was that Banshee harass, and that's really what kind of equalized or let Shellbee trade well, or even better. Now if we look at the supplies, Shellbee is ahead so far in workers and army. Oh my god, the disruptor went down
for free. Nah. Ganaste con trampa. Que asco.
XD.
What did they just say?
He's like, nah, you won, but like it was unfair, GG. And then he GG'd out.
Is that Shellbee GGing out?
No, Dastan GG'd out.
Oh.
Yeah. But there was an XD at the end of that, so I don't think he was being serious.
So I have a question.
Yep.
I probably should have looked into the description of the tournament, but what server should they be playing on?
US East. Oh, I think it's US East by default or whatever their preferences.
Just wanted to make sure.